Good evening. Today I'm back with the World Cup 2022 draw. Welcome to the draw. Welcome teams from Europe. Welcome teams from Africa. Welcome teams from America. Today we will start with the draw, obviously, and after the draw we have some interview guests. There is Fitzo, who will represent the German national team. He's also one of the last World Cup winners of the German side. And we will also have Basim. He's an Egyptian guy who also commentates some matches in the Super Pro League on the Pro League website. And he will join us also with to a short discussion after the draw, where we will talk about the draw itself, where we will talk about the past Euro Cup, and also about the possible crossplay in FIFA 23. Maybe some information before we can start with the draw. For this World Cup, we have 24 teams. We will do 6 groups with 4 teams. Obviously, the group winners and the second place teams of each group continue to the next round. And also the 4 best third place teams will continue to the next round. After that, we will continue with the knockout stage as planned normally with home and away games, obviously, as always. And we will play the final also as a home and away game. Let me check the timetable again. I think I posted it in the Discord channel. Today is the draw. Next week on the 14th, the squad registration period ends and the tournament starts on the 15th of June with the first match day where we have the match of the home and the away match versus the first opponent of each group. Continue with week 2 on the 22nd of June, 29th for the third week. And then there will be a short transfer break to get some changes in your squad if necessary. We will continue with the round of 16 on the with the round of 16 on the 13th of July, and the final is planned for the 3rd August. There will be another overview in the Discord if it's necessary. I've posted it on the 22nd of May. Just check the national team Discord if you want to see the timetable again. As already said, we have 24 teams. There are 9 teams from America. We have Brazil, Chile, Argentina, Mexico, Colombia, Bolivia, Cuba, Panama, and USA. You can see all of them in the overview now. And we also have 15 teams from Europe, or 14 teams from Europe and 1 team from Africa. In this case, the African team is Algeria, and we have obviously the World Cup winner from last year, Germany. We have Italy, France, Georgia, Romania, Euro Cup winner Portugal, Turkey, Austria, Russia, Poland, Spain, England, Armenia, and Moldova. The teams are sorted for the draw. We have created 4 pots according to the results of the last tournaments. MCN created some calculations which orders the teams. We ordered the American teams according to the American qualifiers that they played and according to the last World Cup. And in this order, the Brazilian team made it to the first place, followed by Chile and Argentina and Mexico. And if you take a look at the European pots, we've split it up a little bit. The best European teams are in pot 1, that is Germany, Italy, France, Georgia, Romania, and Portugal. And then the next best teams are in pot EU 2. And then we have a mixed pot where we have the 3 last place teams from America, 2 last place teams from Europe, and the African team Algeria. Okay, I think that's all information needed. I think Fitzo can now switch to the overview for the draw. Nice. Maybe some information for the draw. We will start with the pot of European 1, where we have Germany and Italy and so on, which I explained earlier. Those teams will be sorted to each group. That means each group will contain 1 team from this European pot 1. Then we will continue with the American pot. Also, there will be 1 team in each group of the American pot. Then we will continue with pot European 2 and sort it to each group. And the last pot, the mixed pot, will be sorted to the groups at the end. I think that should be clear. If there are some questions, just put them in the chat. I think Fitzo is reading and checking. If there are some important things to check, just let me know. There will be some groups that contain 2 European teams and 2 American teams, for example. There will be some groups with 3 European teams and 1 American teams, but yeah, we hope to mix it up as much as possible. Okay, Fitzo, you can start with the European pot number 1 and with the first team that will take place in Group A. Fitzo, are you ready? Yeah, he is ready. He starts to draw. On the bottom of the screen, you can see the nation that is drawn. The green run in this case is Georgia, and Georgia will go to Group A. Nice, that works. Okay, the logo is a little bit broken, or for me, at least for me, it's a little bit broken. I hope that it will be fixed soon, or that you can see it correctly. Yeah, Georgia in Group G. Then we will. Okay, we need to wait a little bit, maybe. Maybe some information to Georgia. Last Euro, they reached the group stage. Last World Cup, they reached position number 3. Oh, now the logo is fixed. Nice. And in the Euro Cup in this year, they reached the 4th place. They lost against France in the match for the 3rd place. That's why they are placed in pot 1. We will continue with the team that goes to Group B. Germany, the last World Cup winner of 2021. Obviously, we will have a guest of the last World Cup winner. That will be Fitzo, or someone, or some people also call him Weltmeister Fitzo or World Cup winner Fitzo. He will be there for a short interview and explain his experience in the last World Cup. You can go on with Group C and the team that will be placed in this group. Italy. Italy to Group C. Italy is currently the 3rd highest ranked European team. They reached the the quarterfinals of the last Euro Cup, and they also performed quite good in the last World Cup, where they reached the 2nd position and lost the final against Germany. We will continue with the 4th team of pot 1 and Group D. Portugal, the Euro Cup winner. They won the recent tournament against Germany in some very intense finals some weeks ago. And then we'll continue with the 5th team of pot 1 for Group E. It's France. France get the 3rd place in the last Euro Cup. They reached the quarterfinals in the last World Cup, and in the Euro Cup of 2021 they reached the 4th place. They are normally quite good in each tournament. That's why they are placed on the 4th position in the European ranking, and now they will join Group E. And the last team obviously needs to be Romania. I think we need to draw for the technical stuff. Yeah, it is done. It is Romania. Romania will go to Group F. Nice. That's the European pot number 1. Now we will continue with the American pot. As I've already explained at the beginning, the American teams did a qualification tournament where Brazil get the most points. That's why they are ranked on position 1 in the American pot. And the Brazilian side is followed by Chile and Argentina. And we will now start with the first team that will join Georgia in Group A. Fitzo switch back to the pots. Nice. We still have the overview for the American pots. Those 6 teams will be now sorted to the groups. There was a question in the stream that I noticed now. Yes, there will be 6 groups with 4 teams each. And I think I've explained it at the beginning. The winners of the first and the second place teams in each group will continue to the knockout stage. And also the 4 best placed third teams, or the teams with the on third position with the most points in this case. Chile will go to Group A and join Georgia. We will now continue with the second team from America for Group B, and the opponent of Germany will be Brazil. There was a matchup in the real football in 2014. I think the German side remembers it with some good feeling in mind, and I think the Brazilian side maybe don't like that time. But we will see. Maybe there will be some other results on the pitch when we play pro clubs now. We will continue with Group C and the third team of the American pot, and this is Argentina. Argentina will join Group C with Italy. Argentina played in the knockout stage of last World Cup. They also get far in the last Confed Cup because they played a very good defensive tactic, and now they are also finished as the third best team of American qualification. We will continue with Team 4 of the American pot and the opponent for Portugal in Group D. Mexico. Mexico will join Portugal and play in Group D. You continue with the fifth team for Group E. That is Colombia. And then there should be one team left for the Group F, and that is Bolivia, correct. Bolivia is currently the 6th highest ranked American team. Oh, no, sorry, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 highest ranked team. The reason why they are still in pot 1 is that the 4th and the 5th highest ranked team from America, namely Uruguay and Peru, don't compete in this World Cup, but they are quite good and also part of pot America 1, or of the first American pot. That was the American pot. Now we will continue with the second European pot. The second European pot, if we go back to the pot overview again, are Turkey, Austria, Russia, Poland, Spain, and England. All of those teams are interested in getting some good results and at least try to win against the better placed teams. We will start with the opponent for Georgia and Chile in Group A. And the first opponent, or the first team that is drawn, is Turkey. Turkey will join Group A and play or face Georgia and Chile. The team for Group B and the opponent of Germany and Brazil is Spain. That will be very interesting matchups. If you take a look to real football, or if you compare it to real football, there are some huge nations, some very good footballing nations inside this group. We will see how it turns out on the Pro Club pitch. We will continue with Group C and the third team of this pot. Poland. Poland is the team of IPCC admin MCN. I think he's trying to get an. At the beginning, he told me we need to draw him an easy group because the Polish team needs to win and want to go to the knockout stages. We will see how they compete against Argentina and Italy. Poland, for information, they didn't reach the knockout stage last Euro Cup. They played also in the last World Cup, where they reached the knockout stage and played in the quarterfinals. That's very good for them, and I think they aiming for the same in this World Cup. We will continue with the fourth team for Group D. Austria. Austria will join Mexico and Portugal in Group D. And the fifth team for Group E will be England or Russia, and it is England. England will join Group E and face Colombia and France. Maybe some information for the scheduling of the matches. Obviously, Russia goes to Group F because they are the last team of the spot. Maybe some information for the scheduling. Each matchup where we have a time difference from less than 3 hours will be done on Wednesdays. That means, for example, if there is a matchup between France and England, this will be played on Wednesday. And each matchup where the time difference is larger or huger than 3 hours, those games will be played on Sundays. For example, the games between England and Colombia are are scheduled per default to Sunday. Obviously, both teams can agree on a different match date if they want to play on a different date, but normally they like to play on Sundays. Okay, that's it for both of the European pods and for the American pod. And now we will continue with the mixed pod. We will have some teams from the American side. We have the USA, for example. We will have Panama and Cuba. There are also some European teams that are quite new to the competition with Moldova and Armenia. And also we will have the only African participant, Algeria, in this pod. And let's see which groups they are sorted to. First team will face the Group the Group A with Georgia, Chile, and Turkey. And this team is Armenia. Armenia will go to Group A. As I already said, Armenia is quite new. I don't think that they participated in the last tournaments. So we are excited to see them. The team that will join Group B and face Germany, Brazil, Spain is it's Moldova. Moldova also is a new team, or a team that is new at least in this FIFA. And yeah, we are also excited to see how they play. We will continue with Group C and the third team of the last pod. And now the European teams are gone. That means all remaining groups should be filled with either American or the African team. And now we got the African team. Algeria will join Group C with Italy, Argentina, Poland, and now Algeria. 3 teams left, 3 groups left. We will continue with Group D and the fourth team of this pot. This is Cuba. Cuba will join the pot with the group with Portugal, Mexico, Austria, and now obviously Cuba. Now we will start. We will continue with Group E. There we have France, England, and Colombia. There will be either Panama or the USA. It is Panama. Panama is currently ranked 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th in the American ranking. And this obviously means that the team USA needs to join Group F. That's it. Those are the groups for this World Cup. Thanks for the draw, Fitzer. I think that worked quite good. If there are any questions regarding the draw or any regulations regarding the draw now, please enter them in the chat and we will try to answer them as fast as possible. Otherwise, we will wait some seconds and let you check the result of the draw again, and after some seconds or maybe 1 or 2 minutes, we will continue with the interviews. Maybe some questions to the chat. If there are no questions regarding the draw, my question would be, which group is the strongest in your opinion, and which group is maybe the easiest one to qualify for the knockout stage? Maybe just type in the name of the group, and if you have a reason, maybe also type the reason in the chat why you think that this group is the easiest one. According to Extreme ACCs, I don't know if that's correct, B is the strongest group and A is the most well-rounded. Group B is the group with Germany, Brazil, Spain, and Moldova. That could be Could be nice. And Group A, Group A is very well rounded. Yeah, that's interesting. It's Georgia, Chile, Turkey, Armenia. Yeah, it could be quite interesting. I don't know how the Armenian guys play. I'm very excited for them. I think we will see some games and at least some results on the Pro League website or on the IPCC Nations Discord. Yeah, I think there are no questions. Otherwise, just contact me on Discord. If someone contacted me on Discord now, I won't answer now because I need to do the draw. I will take some minutes. It will take some minutes after the draw and after the interviews. And if I found some time before the national team training starts today, I will try to answer them. Otherwise, I will answer them after the training session today. Okay, I think we will continue with the interviews now. And I'd like to welcome Fitzo and Bastim. I don't know if I hope that I pronounce his name correctly. I think otherwise he can correct me now in some seconds.
Hey, yeah, you're fine.
Hey, nice. Okay. Yeah, welcome to the draw or welcome to this event. Fitzo is also there. Hello, Fitzo. He's wearing the German national team shirt. He's well prepared for the training session. Nice.
That's right. Yeah. Good evening. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, maybe we will first start with a short introduction of yourself because I don't think that the majority of the streaming viewers or of the viewers today know you. Maybe say your name, say your age, and what you do in your local pro club community, for example, or what you do in the pro clubs community at all. Maybe Fitzo, you can start.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Well, my name is Fitzo, and I'm from Cologne, Germany. Yeah. I'm 34 years old, so some old guys of the community, I think, and I'm playing for Germany, obviously. I don't know how long, so a lot of years. But yeah, also the other call me the water boy, so it's kind of a joke. And yeah, so some jokes are, I think, important to the team to do. So in the community, I think I'm responsible for the Pro League overall. Doing some stuff on the page, streams like here, helping with draws and so on and so on. And yeah, overall, I think everybody from all of the community in Europe can or other nations. We start a American league as well in the next weeks, so everybody can get to me and talk to me, and hopefully can help or forward them to the right persons.
Nice. Yeah, Bastian, you can continue.
Okay, so I'm Basim, obviously, 26 years old. Throughout the time I've had in the pro clubs community, it's been like 8 years or something. I'm dying, sorry. So it's been 8 years, and I've managed the Egyptian national team for the past like 3 to 4 years, and I've been around in the international community. So I've had my adventures here and there, and I ended up creating my own team at Pyramids, and yeah, it was a pretty interesting journey. But now I am casting for the Pro League website.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that was a very nice cast last time for the SPL final. I don't know if some people watched it. I hope so. It was very nice commentating, very nice, a very nice event at all.
Thank you.
Okay, maybe
Yeah,
we can.
I was thinking today to wear a jacket because yeah, you did it last time and it was absolutely great. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we can start, or we should start, obviously, with the thing we are here for today, with the World Cup draw. Maybe Fitzo, you can start. Last time Germany won the World Cup, you were part of the team that won the World Cup on the pitch also. You now have Brazil, Spain, and Moldova in your group. Do you think you can take the first place? And what is the aim of the German national team for this World Cup?
Yes, as being in the last Euro Cup in the finals, and yeah, the current world champion. Obviously, of course, we want to win it again, and yeah, we should finish the group at the first place. But I think Spain will be a good team and tough to play against them, of course, because they did a great job in the last Euro Cup. Yeah, and Brazil and Moldova, I think it's very difficult to say something about them because we didn't really play against them in the past. And so we have to see. Of course, there are some other difficult or other problems to handle, like the connection over the sea, and we will see how it works. We did some not so good experience in the last. I think it was a Confed Cup against Argentina. So there are some. Yeah, we will see, and when we have to do the best to win these games as well. Yeah, and
Yeah,
Moldova. I can't say really anything about Moldova because I never played against them. Maybe the chat knows some players of them, and maybe they can put in so we know them. Maybe they play in other leagues because I think they don't have an own league, own national league. So then we can talk about a bit better about them. Yeah.
I think some of the Moldovan players either play in Poland or Russia. I think most of them play there. I think the most known one could be Miki Smolov or King Kadet from some Russian teams. I think at least I saw their names on the pitch some time ago. I don't know. I think those are the famous ones or the famous players of this team. Brazil is the best ranked American team. Do you think that they still want to play attacking football, or do they? Yeah, you told about the experience you made with the Argentinian team in the last Confed Cup. Do you think that they play a same style, or do you think that they will play attacking football?
Hopefully they will not play like Argentina did it in the last Confed Cup, because it was very very difficult to play against this style because I think there was no real striker, so everybody was defending, and it was okay to do that. We didn't like it, of course, because you want to play football, but on the other hand you have the problems with connection, and we have to do the best to win the games, and so it's not against the rules, so it was okay to do it. But hopefully Brazil won't do it, and we will have some good matches here.
Yeah, nice. I asked the chat some minutes ago which group is the strongest one in your opinion. Bastian, could you try to answer that from your side?
I'd have to agree with what the chat said and what is obviously the case here when we have like the top European team and the top American team, and added to that Spain. I think there's no doubt that the Group B is the toughest on the out of the bunch. Also, there are pretty interesting matchups here, like as we could see as the Group E with France and England and Colombia.
Oh yeah,
That could be interesting as well. So when it comes to the American side of things, it's just quite difficult to predict how they would match up against European teams because it only happens once a year. So we kind of, or to me, I kind of judge of what I see the communities that come from Europe and how they're performing in terms of national teams, and judging based upon that, and also on the numbers on the rankings that comes from America. So B, E are really interesting to me.
Yeah. Fitzo, for you, do you agree with that opinion, or do you have something else? Do you think something else?
Yeah, I think it is a good choice. I think Romania and Russia in the Group F is also interesting. Of course, as Basim said, it's very difficult to say something about American teams, or maybe about Algeria. We didn't talk about them yet. So from Africa. So in Group D we see Portugal and Austria, and I think Portugal as European champion right now. I think they have to be the first in the end of the group stage, and Georgia played the absolutely nice tournament. Yeah, they did it absolutely great. I think they were in the semifinals and Euro Cup, and so then they have Turkey and Armenia. I can't say anything about Armenia and Chile, of course, but that will be a well balanced group A, or is a well balanced group. So B and E.
I just wanted to ask if, like, back when we played in the World Cup as the Egyptian national team, we used to face some like delay issues when it comes to playing against the American teams. Is that the same case that happens with like the German team and everyone else?
Yes. I think that is the huge problem, or that will be the hugest problem. Last Confed Cup, there are, as Fitz already mentioned, there are some connection issues, especially between the German and the Argentinian side, for example. I think the team that handles that the best will have the advantages. You need to play in specific play style in your home match when you have the good connection, and in the away match you need to play defensive. That's the way you win the game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I hope that the next FIFA that will be a little bit better, but I don't think so. We will see. But okay, it's the other side of the ocean. It is okay that it's not
Kind of
perfect.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we have away and the home goal.
Yeah.
So even in online matches, yeah. So
yeah, that's
and
so
as-
necessary.
yeah, right, yeah. As we saw in the last tournament or in the Confed Cup, Argentina's also, it's possible to win against good European teams, and so it's not really a disadvantage for American teams or for the European teams. It's a disadvantage for both. So in the end, the better how to handle the situation, the best will win.
I kind of think it's like for the American teams, because there are not that many of them in terms of the competition. They're quite used to this playing into the home and away kind of thing, like getting delays away and then good connection at home, knowing how to do it, and facing the European teams. And when like a lot of the European teams might like face them once or twice throughout like the entire World Cup journey.
Yeah, we will see. It will be kind of interesting, and I think that is the main reason why it's not that easy to say who's the favorite to win the tournament. But if you need to say it, who's your favorite to win the tournament?
Well, Fitz was here, so I'm gonna say Germany. but if it was not here, I would have to try and get something creative here. So, I'll say France.
Yeah,
which is not creative. They've already I think they've already won it before, but like.
Yeah, they always at least made it to the semifinals and at least reached good positions. So they definitely have a chance to win, in my opinion. And yeah, France, Germany, obviously, Portugal maybe, because they won the last Euro Cup and they played quite good in the Nations League this FIFA. And maybe one or two teams from America, because they are they handled the situation quite good. Yeah, that could happen. Yeah. Let's see.
You don't know how they developed throughout last year. Yeah.
True.
Maybe Brazil is just like a god tier team now.
dribbling everybody. Yeah, it could be possible. Yeah, of course. Yeah,
definitely. Bastian, maybe some question for the Egyptian teams or the Egyptian side. Are there plans to maybe join for the tournaments in next FIFA, or maybe for what are the plans of the Egyptian team? Is there an Egyptian team currently?
There hasn't been, actually, and unfortunately, and that's the thing, like knowing how to make the transition from one generation to the next, because the current generation that has been playing, I've been a part of it. It's been like, it goes back to FIFA 14, and throughout these years, like people get busy, people kind of retire and stuff like that, and it's important to find the alternatives. But I think that the community hasn't been that big. However, there is like great potential. I've seen like some Egyptian players here and there that have recently joined the community. Not enough to form like an actual national team currently, but who knows in the future. Also, the timing right now, like we have like some players who are actually known in the community, but they're facing like their finals when it comes to the university and stuff. So I couldn't really. I tried to and find this spot in the World Cup. But when I found that I couldn't just manage to have the players to compete with, I just thought it would be best to skip this year. But it's kind of a first, so it's disappointing. But I hope you guys put a good show, and I'm here to represent Egypt from this stream.
Nice, yeah.
And
yeah, it would be nice if there are some more teams from Africa in the future. There were some in the past. Also, there was Morocco, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I wonder where Morocco has been.
Yeah.
They've been really great.
maybe some same issues, or some people also could be eligible to play for France or some other countries. That could happen.
Yeah.
We will see. We will see. Do you think there will be some changes when we have crossplay in FIFA 23? Because maybe I don't know if the Egyptian community, do they mostly play on PlayStation, or is it more PC, Xbox?
Yeah, I think there is like 4 different leagues when it comes to the Egyptian community in the PlayStation, and also in the Xbox. It's really huge on there, and there are like big federations and stuff. So to make the switch to the crossplay could actually transform this community. I feel like this mood and this community deserves a lot more recognition than what it's getting, and hopefully the crossplay brings it to the place where it actually belongs and it deserves, you know.
Yeah, it depends on what EA is gonna do. There are currently some rumors that PC, PS5, and the newest Xbox are included in crossplay, and all game modes are included to crossplay. That means Pro Clubs is included, and that will open some doors for us, because in that case, the next Euro Cup or World Cup, for example, could be with players from all consoles, and it would be allowed to use players from the PlayStation, for example, and then we will see. I think there will be some huge changes in the strength of the teams, maybe.
Yeah, but it would be also like you know, before it's a conflict between teams, it's a conflict between federations, because you have like, I think we have like in the console, like there are 3 or 4 Egyptian national teams. So when it comes to PC, it's gonna be quite interesting to see how it first comes to resolution, and hopefully Pro League gets to eat all the other federations. But if that happens, then we're settled, you know.
Yeah, there was a question in the question in the chat by Master Saiyajin. He asked if there are, or if there won't be like a couple of organizations if there is crossplay. Yes, there would be, obviously, but the IPCC obviously will continue, and the current national team captains and the national teams and also the region owners and the clubs, they can continue in our competitions, obviously. And if they want to use PlayStation players and Xbox players, no problem. It is open for everyone, and yeah, we will see. I hope that we get the best competition as possible.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're finished for today. If there aren't questions from your side or from the chat, maybe. I think 45 or 42 minutes is quite good. Masa Sayajin asked if there will still be kind of PC community. I don't know if you can call it PC community at the end. There will be a community that is still organized on Pro League, for example, on the values and the regulations of the IPCC, or as any other nation also does it. I don't know if it's still called PC community then, but it's a community that is still there, or will be still there. Or I hope at least it works like that, because otherwise we won't sit here next year.
Yeah, hopefully one day we call it Pro Clubs community and nothing more.
Yeah.
So I think that is yeah, the key or
EA,
the goal we have to find. Yeah.
I think EA needs to like bring all the communities together and just find it. Otherwise, it's gonna still be the same. And hopefully, Pro League comes out on top for the time being until something like that happens.
I think Fitzo is working on that every day.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing a good job. Every day I open the Pro League website, if I see a new league coming into play. So you're doing great.
Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah.
Hakan CMGL asked if I can ask you who's their favorite. Yeah, I think I've already asked it, but I don't know. We can repeat it again. Who's the favorite except for your own team? Fitzo.
Well, yeah, of course, Portugal. But also Spain, I think. Spain, yeah, played a good Europe Cup. And they are always difficult to play against them when we do friendly matches. France, of course. Yeah, and yeah, Russia did also, or played also a great competition. So when I have to select one, we will be, I think, we'll see. I would say Spain in this case. let's try some other teams. Maybe we will see.
Yeah, I
But
think Bastian, you said France will be your favorite if Germany is not allowed to pick.
Yeah, France and Algeria, because they're the only African representative. So I'm gonna be Algerian all the way, and hopefully the
Nice.
way isn't only the group stage. So
Yeah, if you're interested, we plan to do matches of the weeks like we did for the Eurocup last Eurocup, obviously. And if there is the Algerian team in the match of the week, there can be a live cast. If you are interested in commentating it, there's the chance to do it.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, there could be some interesting games against Italy, for example, or Poland.
Yeah, I'm down for whatever until
That's nice.
yeah, my
Yeah, well,
Italy is
we will see
yeah.
when they face each other. Fitzo will create, or I think he will create the matchup on the Pro League website because I'm on holiday tomorrow. That means I can't do it. Yeah. Okay, Fitzo, there is a transfer offer for you playing Cam in International League.
yeah,
International 3.
Thank you very much. I think it would be a nice or a new opportunity and a new experience to play in the in league. I never played there, so yeah, maybe one day, but not today.
Yeah, now we need to play with the German national team because there is a training session today.
Yeah,
and that's also a reason why we need to finish the stream for today. They can offer you €5. Oh, nice.
Per match. That's
let's talk later.
Yeah, there's the Pro League money. Okay. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for joining the interview. There are more offers, Fitzo. Now it's €6.
It's a bidding now.
Yeah.
Going
It's like,
once, sold.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
If there are questions, just contact me on Discord. At least I will answer. I hope that I can answer today. Otherwise, I will answer next Tuesday because I'm on holiday. Thanks for the evening. Goodbye, chat. Have a nice evening.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.